everyone, welcome back to News Done Simply. 23. That's the number of days the US government has been shut down now. So, what's this entire mess about? Who is it affecting? And what will happen in the future? Let's jump right in. President Trump closed down the government over 3 weeks ago because of Congress's aversion to allowing the border wall to be built. As discussed last week, the House of Representatives is Democratic and therefore mostly against President Trump's campaign promise. On Tuesday, the president made a nationwide speech addressing the government shutdown. In his address, he urged Democrats to make compromises for the better of our country. He said, and I quote, "Day after day, precious lives are cut short by those who have violated our borders. How much more American blood must we shed before Congress does its job?" In addition, President Trump stated that he was ready for the government to remain closed for months or even years. Even though the government is shut down, some employees still have to work, like TSA agents at airports, without pay. One federal worker describes, "Next week, it's going to be panic mode. How are we going to pay rent? How are we going to pay our bills? How in the hell are we going to eat?" Will the US ever break the stalemate between a president lobbying for the border wall and a Congress comprised of Democrats adamantly opposing their leader? Now to a moving story about a Saudi girl seeking asylum. First, for those who have heard the word but don't know what it means, asylum is when a country allows a person to reside in their nation due to political unrest at home. Rahaf al-Qunun renounced Islam, an action punishable by death under Saudi law. Out of fear, the 18-year-old fled her home and journeyed to Bangkok. Upon arriving in the Thailand airport, al-Qunun was forced to lock herself in a lounge as authorities attempted to get her to meet her family. However, Rahaf al-Qunun refused to see her family out of fear she would have to return home. In addition, Saudi law dictates that a woman must have permission from a man to travel, which obviously she did not receive when she ran away from home. Luckily, Canada granted al-Qunun asylum. During her entire journey, she mobilized worried people through social media, mainly Twitter. Prime Minister Trudeau of Canada announced, "Canada has been unequivocal that we will always stand up for human rights and women's rights around the world." How can women's rights improve around the world? Thanks for tuning in to News Done Simply.